planning out everything.
And start to go live. Thank you very much.
Oh.
All right, we're going to go ahead and start with some character introductions. Although it's not like Tom does, which is always magical every time. But we will, I think, start with Freya, since it was Anastasia that said that that you, Freya, were the reason that everyone had been pulled through the mists and found themselves in Barovia, since you had been called forth by the witches and by the magic that was given as a incantation to call you to this land. Let's see. Freya is skilled at everything dealing with death. With a wave of her hand, she can pull you from the clutches of the grave, or with the flick of her bow, she can send you there permanently. In coming to Barovia, she may get the chance to reunite with her father's side of the family, which is exciting. Something that was a bit of an obsession when she was growing up. But now that it could put her friends at risk of losing their very souls, I wonder if Freya still wants to meet that side of the family. Is Freya still interested in meeting her father's side of the family?
No. No, she has yeah, she's curious. But now she has insane guilt.
That's okay, but they are very attached to you. That's all I'll say. Speaking of strange relationships with the grave, we have Corbus, whose skin still feels itchy and whose mind is always careful before taking a step forward because he feels like he's about to fall off of a step stool. You can still feel the artificer, like an itch at the center of your back, which is hard to reach. And you know that you could reach it, but like an old combat vet, you wonder what kind of damage or pain you might have to endure if you actually went to go and scratch that itch. It is sad that you will never be able to gnome grenade again. But what is your new favorite ability that you're looking to use in combat?
Probably just not being short and having a movement speed of 30 feet instead of 25.
He's most excited about his movement speed of 30, which is outstanding.
Never thought that would happen, but it is exactly what has happened.
Let's see, we'll go to the Bard. The Bard, whose backstory is that of a rogue. Your parents were tragically killed. You've lived on the streets. Who killed your parents? Yeah, he doesn't know. Because he's constantly compartmentalizing and avoiding the clues to prevent himself from going to that dark place. Or it's just that his player doesn't remember the words that were repeated several times with the DM. But inspiration for anyone in the party who can remember the word for king in the Vistani language.
Alexander.
No.
I
The
feel like
word
that's
for
a solid
king
vote.
in the Vistani language? Or
Yes.
the word for thief?
King. What's the word for what's the word that you think is for thief?
I can't remember, but I thought that was the word that Bruce is like
Triggered by?
Yeah.
The word that Bruce is triggered by is Tigerna,
Yeah.
which is the word for king in Vistani. And when your parents were killed, they were told that they had stolen from the wrong king, the wrong Tigerna, and that they were stupid Druids, which is actually what the Vistani call mages. And your parents, and all your parents had done was stolen a simple book. But it is a book that somehow has also made its way into your hands.
I thought they stole food.
Nope. No, but Alex or Bruce does believe. What is it that Bruce believes that they stole, or that?
I stole a sapphire bracelet.
And do you still have that bracelet?
I do, and I still wear it as punishment.
Excellent. And now we come to the first of the insane characters who risk death in order to gain control of a lycanthrope curse. The future champion of Barovia. But that power has not fully manifested itself because he's missing something. the fabled weapon that will be able to kill Strahd, a weapon that is destined to be in the hands of a paladin with its radiant damage. But I wonder if Alexander has any idea where it is.
If I go back and review the notes from the tarot reading, yes, I have an idea where it is.
Okay, all right. So go ahead and do that and give me your best guess as to where it might be. While we're doing that, Dawanisar? Is it Dawanisar? Yeah. Dawinisar, Moonflower, has been talking about the Night Mother since everyone met him. But now he is closer than ever to being connected to the night, as he is dressed up as a wolf in lunar powered armor, and will soon have the real fangs to bear to accomplish a powerful howl toward the moon. Do you remember how you celebrated the defeat of the essentially the very spirit of the lycanthrope curse?
The Loop Guru?
The Loop Guru.
Do I remember how I celebrated the kill? Did I howl like crazy?
Yes, as you lifted up the body above your head and
Nice.
poured it into your mouth.
It's a little fuzzy.
Even more so
Did I
now
hold
with
the
that.
body up and he drank from it, though?
Yes, that is exactly how it happened. So what's interesting for the party is that while you're not really sure exactly what happened during that whole exchange, because they drank from this cup, which had the ability to kill their characters immediately, or to have no effect, or to have the ability to give them the opportunity to fight and gain control of the lycanthrope curse. They were then taken up to a ceremonial circle, and for both Dow and for Alexander, they went into desperate battle, and the rest of the party, though, was just watching them as they stood there in the circle with their eyes rolled into their back, and it was actually a spiritual battle that was going on as this manifestation of this Loop Guru that represented the very spirit of the lycanthrope curse was battled with inside of their own minds, and they were able to defeat it, thus making it so that the curse is now under their control. Once they had done so, this is one of the steps that is necessary for the becoming the actual pack leader, which is something that this pack has been missing. There was Kirill, who had been killed, which was also the one that had infected both of you. However, he was not the rightful pack leader, which is something that is now being explained to you by Zuleika there in the chamber, which a common theme in Barovia seems to be children in cages. So there are children in cages that are looking at you inside of this room. What have you found so far, Alexander?
Well, in the reading, this is a card of power and strength that tells of a weapon, of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. Obviously, the Two of Swords is the paladin card. I see a sleeping prince, a servant of light, and a brother of darkness. The sword lies with him. I've heard whispers and tales of Strahd's brother, and I think the sword. It seems a little obvious, but that seems to be what that is saying. A bringer of light and a brother of darkness. That sounds like Strahd's brother's tune to me.
Yep, go ahead and take inspiration. Excellent. Yes, the sword lies with Strahd's brother.
Yikes.
So the Zuleika is explaining that there is the ability for us to hopefully once again have a pack leader that is not under the control of Strahd. It was Kirill who had been leading this pack. However, Strahd has imprisoned our former pack leader, and it is not possible to become the pack leader unless you have either gained submission from or defeated the previous pack leader. And Strahd would not reveal the location of where he was keeping Emil, who is imprisoned by Strahd in Castle Ravenloft. However, Azania down there is the sister of Emil, and she says, there was that person that did know how to get into Ravenloft. What did you do with him? Zuleika speaks up. That man was a blustering idiot. What was his name? Von Richten. Yes. Yes, he had come snooping around here, and we captured him, and we knew exactly what his intentions were. The fabled monster hunter, that was what he had claimed to be, and he was going to attempt to poison the water supply near our cave to destroy us all. So he is cooling off a bit in the Solenka Pass, and
Zelensky?
has been for the better part of 2 months now. So someone should probably go and check on him.
Wait. 2 months?
Yes.
Didn't we just see him not that long ago?
Wow, so it seems that he escaped.
Or did we not?
Zania
Did
speaks
we
up
see
and she's
somebody
like,
that else-
Zulenka, I have actually been providing him with food and water to keep him alive, since he did say that he knew how to be able to get to our brother. But I would not have disrespected you as his husband, Emil's, my brother's husband, to release the pack leader's, or a prisoner of the pack leader's wife.
And the question is, did we actually meet him, or was it somebody else looking like him?
It was him. I cast a spell to communicate with him, remember?
Oh, that's right. Huh?
That's right.
Um, well, what's next?
So,
Oh.
now that you have gained control of your curse, would you since you are an interim pack leader, and just like Kirill was, would you like to observe the culling of the next brood of werewolves? It is necessary for our pack to increase in strength, and we, at the direction of Kirill, were only accepting those who had the strength to persevere and push past pain in order to continue to survive.
You mean these children?
They are future warriors, not children. Or they are future food, for that is the way of the pack.
How many do you expect to survive?
Those that are worthy.
That's not a statistic.
Kind of messed up, honestly.
What are there, 8 kids here?
Yes, 8 kids.
You expect 1 or 2 to survive?
It is important that the child that is selected be strong enough to survive in combat, but also able to endure great pain. You have not, now that you have gained control of your curse, it will be possible for you to be able to transform. But I will warn you, it is not a pleasant experience. And you watch something that you've watched in the Were-Raven kind. The very violent and painful transformation that had occurred before your eyes. But this makes that pale in comparison, as you watch this woman who obviously has a great deal of strength and will in the way that she presents herself. But as she begins to transform before your eyes, you hear as each bone, it seems, in her face begins to break, and she lets out a blood-curdling scream as if she is being ripped apart, which is what is happening as her jaw begins to elongate and the flesh around it begins to both rip and weave itself back together, and black hair begins to spring from her face as her legs begin to elongate and snap, and she is constantly in this state of screaming as she transforms. And watching her transform, Dao, go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw. And since we'll call it similar to being charmed, we'll give you have advantage.
Cool. 19.
19. But you feel the pull of, as this ranking individual in the pack is transforming, that you can feel the urge to want to transform along with her. Alexander, you do not feel that same kind of urge. Instead, you're just like, "Ooh, shit, that looks like it fucking hurts, but I think I can take it."
Do I feel like if I succumb to the urge that I will or won't be able to control myself?
It feels like, it does feel like you have, especially with your wisdom saving throw, that you have control over your faculties.
Okay, well, better now the first time than later. Better now in a controlled environment. So
Agreed.
I'll lean into it.
Okay, so Dow,
Are you going full werewolf? Are you going hybrid, or is that a thing in?
Yep.
the
So it'll be
lycanthropy?
so she did a transformation into hybrid, and so Dow, with your succumbing to that curse, you are, succumbing to your nature. You start to feel as your bones begin to elongate, and you're still in your armor. And there is a moment where you're like, "Oh shit, what's this going to do to me being in this armor? But the way that it is designed, it is like wraps of armored metal that as you begin to grow, it actually grows with you, and it becomes like almost like like these wrapped straps of metal that begin to elongate with you. You go ahead and make a sanity check.
Because I did it on purpose, can I have advantage?
Well done. Yes, I like that.
10.
All right. So you can tell that with this transformation that having your body ripped apart this way actually could drive you insane. But it will take. It is not a difficult DC to meet, but it is a 50-50 shot right now. Well,
55-45?
yeah, we'll say 55-45 right now.
There you go.
But you are able to maintain control as you begin to transform.
Nice.
Alexander, you do not transform as you lean into it.
All right.
Zuleika looks at you and looks to in her hybrid form, looks to the statue of the Night Mother and looks back at you. And she seems to be listening and says, "Your blood has another destiny. It is not to be the leader of this pack. Who are you?"
I'm Alexander Toshinori. I am of this land.
I see. None of the individuals of this pack are from the land of Barovia. We have been given the ability to, like the Vistani, be able to move through the mists, but our path is a different one. Are you Vistani in blood?
Indeed.
The ways of the Night Mother are mysterious, often clouded, but there is still a destiny that you have.
I know.
But the ruling of what will happen for these children lies in your hands, Silver Wolf. It seems giving you a nickname from the silvery armor that you are wearing.
Nice.
And the hair is that has sprouted over your body is also, I think you were blonde, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Almost a bleached blonde hair of your hybrid form.
Nice. I will.
Wait, one thing. As far as a mechanism, Alexander, though, you do gain a +2 to your strength.
Nice.
Bro, he was already broken. Why would you do that?
Because he risked his entire character in order to remove his curse, he gets a fucking
+2.
feat, yes. Called the I overcame my fucking werewolf curse by
Dude,
rolling fucking
When
dice.
you were about to do that dialogue for a second, you did the face that you do when you say something mean, and then we have, like when you say something mean to me and Elise, and then we have to figure out if you're joking. You'll do this with your lips,
Okay,
like
well.
over and over, and you're doing it, and I'm like, oh, this is about to be such a good lore drop. I'm so excited.
All right. So I'm sorry for interrupting. Dow, you were going to make a ruling on what would happen for these children.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pace in front of the cages, looking at the kids, and then I'll turn back to who is it that has been speaking to us?
Zuleika.
Zuleika.
So when you're walking back and forth across the cages, most of the children shrink back in fear. They have watched what has happened to other children. There is one though that steps toward the front of the cage and looks at you with an intensity that says that that he would rather he's not going to shrink back in fear.
Cool. I will turn to Zuleika. Now, remind me, what's the name of the former pack leader who
So
is
there was
held?
Yep. So Emil, Emil, which
Okay.
is Zuleika's husband and Azania's brother.
Okay. I will look at this kid, and then I'll turn to Zuleika, and I will say in like super awesome, hybrid werewolf talk, like, I'll say, I am only making decisions for your pack until I free Emil from the devil's grasp. Then I will be leaving to follow the moonlit mystery. And then I'll look at the kid for a while, and then I'll say, this is the survivor who will withstand your pain. The others, if Emil were here, would die. For now, you will let them go.
You hear a voice behind you. Kirill would have skinned you alive.
Yeah, who said that?
Bianca,
Yeah.
who has now entered the chat.
Okay. I will walk right up to her, and I will cast Spirit Guardians on myself.
I'm gonna say,
Right.
how'd it work out for that guy? I mean,
That did not work out well at all. All right, so let's go ahead and you will be the first in the turn order, but there is about to be a little bit of
Yeah.
of
A schism, if you will.
Hey, can I don't know, to some people? Can
Hey, so I know you
inspire-
mentioned all of that, all that stuff went on in our heads.
Yeah.
So was the damage just somatic then?
The damage was yes, it is. You are back to full hit points, and
Oh, sweet.
the spells that were cast though still did have a draining effect on you, because even though they were spiritual in nature.
Cool.
Can I still cast Bardic Inspiration even if I didn't see what just happened?
You see what's happening right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what happened last game was in our heads, but what's happening now is for real.
It's for real.
For realsies.
real.
This is the real world.
For
About the-
Rizzle.
We're about to have our own culling.
Oh, we gonna roll for initiative?
Yeah. Some of the werewolves are pissed
Oh,
that
my junking.
we're gonna spare some kids, and they stepped to me.
Didn't select my stupid token.
Step up to the streets.
It's still not work. Oh yeah, it is.
I'm just imagining Dow walking up to this person in like silver werewolf form and then just like erupting in spirit guardians.
All right. So you go ahead and you are able to cast Spirit Guardians as is that an action?
Yeah.
All right. So did you have any bonus actions or any movement that you wanted to do after?
I'm just gonna move right up to them and then cast it. And so, is it possible to say like any werewolves who fall in line with me are not targeted by Spirit Guardians?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that it is able to be selective in that if they are adversary, then they become. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm like even willing to say like it doesn't even target them until they show that they're adversary.
That they're aggressive.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. And then let's.
Because it happens at the beginning of their turn too, right?
Yes.
So if they have evil or if they have harmful intent, they would have to take the damage if they're going to attack you like that turn.
Yeah. Is it dark or dim in here?
It is dark.
Okay, cool. So like
There is torchlight.
Just for like badass flavor to just stack all the cool things on top of each other. For my bonus action, I'll use Steps of Night and give myself the flying speed. So not only do I do all this, but I like lift up in the air and do it.
All right, go ahead and roll for intimidation.
Yeah. I'm not good at this. 9.
Okay. All right, so you see Bianca actually take a step back, but is able to control herself. She says, "Neat trick, but the only way."
Oh, is it her turn?
It is her turn.
Okay, hold on.
So she is doing. Oh, we're gonna need to roll for fucking damage. Yeah,
22.
let's go ahead and do that.
22. Wisdom
All right.
save to take half.
Wisdom save. She makes her wisdom
succeeds.
save
Takes 11.
and takes 11 points of damage. All right, and then attempts to slash at you. She's doing. 10 doesn't hit, and comes in with her bite. Her bite does not hit. All right, and let's see. All right, Freya, you now have the choice to figure out what it is that you want to do. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay.
Okay, with your 22 insight, you realize that if you enter into this fight, that Dao's ability to gain the respect of this pack would be diminished, and they might be able to be allies in the fight. So you have that option of entering into the fight, which might mean that the party is then all looked at, but it is likely that they only follow their own kind.
So, should I tell everybody else that?
But you have complete control over your own character.
I'm gonna do one of those really, really cringy, like, no, guys, this fight kind of thing. Like, you know? And then I'll just kind
Let
of
him cook.
Hold on.
But I'm gonna stand ready just in case things take a side. So I want to go into stealth and kind of just hide in the corner like a fly on the wall kind of thing.
Okay. All right, and there also is this other werewolf that's come in, and you're not sure if that one's going to enter into the fight as well. But it's like Bianca was the one that challenged, right?
So, but if the other werewolf joins in, then Alex can join in, and then it'll still be like they still have respect for you.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. But okay, so I'm just gonna stealth and kind of stay at the ready then.
All right, sounds good. All right, and you can ready an action too if you wanted to. You would lose it. So if you ready like a spell, then that is going to mean that that you lose that spell slot. But if you ready an arrow, you don't. So if you
Okay.
wanted to say with a ready action, you could say, hey, if that other werewolf steps into the fight, I'm gonna shoot it in the face, right?
What if I get too trigger happy?
Again, you have full control over your own character.
No, I know.
Got it.
Already an arrow.
Sounds good. And what is the trigger for whether you would fire or not fire? And who is the target?
I feel like the target would be the other wolf, and only if Dow's like got his back turned or something.
Yep, got it. All right. So
seems like unfair fighting.
if anybody does anything unfair, such as a shot in the back or moving in to assist the other fighter, then you would step in.
Yeah.
Or you would fire your arrow at them. Okay. All right, Corbus, you're up.
If we have been told this, I'm going to hold action on Produce Flame in case anybody else decides to get froggy and step into the fight.
Okay. All right, Dow, you're up.
Cool. Tell me about these two here.
Okay, so this one entered in with Bianca, who is the one that you're faced off with right now, and she entered in full. But you can tell now, just based on scent, that this is not a dire wolf. It is a
werewolf.
a fellow werewolf.
Yeah. What about this person?
And that is Aziana, who is the brother or the sister of Emil, and was having a conversation with you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Who? I thought that was the one. Oh, so that's the wife,
Zuleika.
right? That's
Yep,
Zuleika.
that's the wife.
Okay,
Yep.
Cool. I'll walk right here, and I will turn to the dummy hybrid werewolf here, and I will swing with my booming blade,
Yep.
which
So you're targeting the one below you?
above me.
Oh, above
Above
you.
me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just getting close. I get closer to the wolf, and I like stare at them, like I look down on them, like really angrily. But then I turn to the hybrid, and I'm gonna swing my silver banded warhammer with the booming blade.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Just barely though, right? So that's 10 silver to bludgeoning damage and 6 thunder damage. And then, just to show them how fucked they are, I summon the hammer behind them, the moon mallet. And I'm gonna hit them with the moon mallet as well.
Okay.
Moon prism power. Let's see.
And it can be summoned and hit on the same turn, right?
Critical fail. Yeah, it can. But
Alright.
but not if I roll like that though.
That's fine. Go ahead and roll that intimidation check with advantage.
Cool. Nope.
All right.
I'm gonna have to beat it out of her.
Okay. Alexander, you're up.
All right. I'm just gonna step here. Yeah, we'll go right here, right next to the wife. What's her name again?
Zuleika.
Like
Zuleika. And so spells consumed in our mind fight. So is my magic weapon still active then if the spell slot was actually consumed?
Is it within an hour? I thought it's active for an hour, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll 2d10. All right, you have 19 minutes left on that magic
Okay.
weapon, so you're good.
Cool. And so the mole will come off the back. The Henry Cavill and I'll just wait for if anybody else gets involved, then they're going to get smacked upside the head.
All right, you hear that boy that was staring down Dow when he came by in his hulking hybrid form, and you just hear, "That's fucking cool." All right.
You think that's cool? Just wait for somebody to do something stupid.
Bruce, you're up.
I will inspire. Dow's the only one fighting right now, right?
Correct.
He's just like. I will do the equivalent of take out my phone and record, and I'll just shout to Dow, and I'll go, "Beat his ass, dude!" And I'll just stand there, and just watch.
Now, Dow is not very good at intimidating people, but you could do the Bardish thing of God. I can't even remember even a few words of the speech from A Knight's Tale.
I thought you were gonna say Dumb and Dumber. Kick his ass, Seabass.
No, I just imagined a speech of "How dare you come against Dawinisar Moonflower? He has defeated enemies." Okay.
Hundreds in his wake. Yeah,
All right.
I'll just cheer him on.
Cheer him on. All right, so Bardic Inspiration. Hopefully, that will assist in the next attempt at getting them to be a little bit freaked out by him. Where's my Bardic Inspiration? There it is.
Hey, Corvus, is your new token like Baywatch era Jason Momoa?
That may have been what the AI was thinking.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you're arguably a little dreamier than even I am. Wow.
Wow.
That's what happens when you put in wolf-like features and then try for like 4 days straight to make it come up with something for a token. It took a while.
Wow.
All right. So Zuleika does speak up and says, "Bianca, he may be our next pack leader, and you will show him some respect." And begins to step forward, and Bianca looks at Zuleika, looks at Dawinisar, and she already has a gash across the side of her face where your hammer came into contact, and she puts her head low and turns the side of her neck to you, down.
Nice.
And that is her turn. Freya, you see this as a intimidating gesture, and you fire. No, I'm just joking. All right, Freya, you.
That's why I was afraid of saying that Buddy Arrow, because I figured that you'd do something like that.
Dow, what's your response to Bianca's active submission?
I bite her neck to show her who's boss.
But do you do it to?
I don't go for the kill.
Right. Are you doing damage though?
1
point of damage.
One damage. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do an acrobatics check for not acrobatics, but athletics check acrobatics check for being able to have the ability to grab her neck and do so with some control over the damage.
Athletics.
You can either do strength or dexterity.
Okay. We'll do strength check. How about that?
Yeah, it'll be strength check with it being a bite attack.
We'll do that. Yee!
Okay, with an 18, you are able to move in with the lightning quickness of a strike that would tear out her throat, but then just ever so slightly turn and put one fang into her neck just to draw a bead of blood, and then you hear her whimper, and she continues to hold her head down low. And do you release?
Yeah, I release, and I'll, if it seems appropriate, I'll turn off Spirit Guardians.
Okay. So she begins to back up with her tail between her legs. Sorry. She begins to back out of the chamber with her tail between her legs, but also as she is leaving, speaks a growl that communicates some kind of curse, like wishing that you would meet someone that would if there was a vote for pack leader, she would rather you not have it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
All right.
I'll turn to what's the name of the sister?
Asiana.
Asiana. I'll turn to Asiana, and I'll just repeat what I said before, and I'll say, "It is my intention to spring Emil from the Devil's Grasp."
Then I will take you to this man that called himself Von Richten, and we will find out if he speaks the truth of having some means of getting to this a secret passageway into the Castle Ravenloft.
Cool.
All right. Go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break while I shift some stuff around, and then we will go ahead and get into the next big thing.
Very cool. BRB.
What happened? Where is everyone?
All right, is everybody back yet, or are we waiting on?
We're
Miss
waiting on
Elise?
Tom.
Okay, good.
Little Tommy Tom. Oh?
Oh, your butt's in my face!
Show you crack.
Dude, I didn't. But wouldn't that be funny if I did?
What?
Learn how to make crack.
Okay. Oh my gosh. You can hear your every minuscule little movement, the crinkle of the chips and the crack of the can and the pour of the drink. Elise is crying. Why do you have to?
Welcome to my ASMR. Are you feeling thirsty? I know one person who's feeling thirsty. It's Elise. How was that date last night?
Can you close the door?
We're on blast right now. It's so rude. I have my flowers set up in front of me though. It's very nice.
Yo.
Yo, holding a bottle of wine. Whoa.
Wow.
Wow, very pristine.
Wow.
Did you take all? No, you don't do this. Look, you don't do this. You get a bowl.
You're not the boss of me. Get out of here.
Dad, you get a
You're not the
bowl.
boss of me.
You're
Get out of
gonna,
here.
you're gonna eat all these chips in one sitting.
Okay, well then go get me a bowl.
You always yell at us and be
Go,
like,
boy.
you can't have a whole bag of chips, you need to get a bowl.
I don't know.
That's because I buy the chips.
I don't care who buys chips.
I don't know if you guys know this, but it has been hella hot this month.
I don't want chips anymore.
It's actually
has
been
been-
pretty cool this week though.
What, like today and yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hella hot, and
I mean, today was kind of hot, but
it's quite
Humid.
a good month to be in the heating and air conditioning business.
That's true.
is that what you do?
Yeah, I sell
That's nice.
heating and air conditioning equipment to heating and air conditioning companies who sell it to homeowners.
Here you go, freak.
Sounds good. Scheiße, Minosen.
It's actually been record hot.
Where'd Elise go?
But
Stealth.
has it been as hot as that Deadpool Wolverine drop today?
No.
Oh, I have not seen that.
Ooh, we get the costume.
We get yellow
we
and
get
blue.
the
man.
costume. like the costume.
But it's for Marvel, so that may never even be in the movie.
I don't know if you've seen the leaks and casting notifications that I've seen about this movie. This movie is going to make Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness look shy about its cameos. I would probably put $20 that Ben Affleck's Daredevil is going to be in this movie.
I really hope they do it very Deadpool, where it's like all 9 of them in one room, as like the camera pans across and stops and comes back and then keeps
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. Oh man, it looks like it's going to be great.
Yeah, like the leaked plots I've seen look
Wow.
fantastic.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
All right. Let us go ahead and start this little shindig. I can't remember. All right.
I'm surprised Dad let you post that in the chat. He hates videos from him from high school.
Wow.
I'm out.
Hi, welcome to Chili.
I'm scared he's gonna come for me.
I actually love videos of me from high school. All right, so we have the picture there in the slides. So as you are, so you had to again venture out into the snow with your warmer clothing. You are much better off as you make your trek, especially your feet are no longer feeling like frozen rocks that are going to crumble inside of your boots. As you, at least will tell you how important the selection of what kind of shoes to wear while in a camping in the cold weather environment will do to you.
Ooh, yeah.
Do the lycanthropes have any seeming ability to withstand the cold?
The ability to sprout hair all over your body, yes, does come into play for being able to keep you, and then also that it wouldn't actually be able to do damage to you. However, there is still the annoying factor of just feeling fucking tired. Now it doesn't seem like whatever you do to rest really helps out.
Yeah. Do I feel like anybody in this party can help me with that? Am I the only one who's exhausted?
Yeah, me too.
They all do seem to be tired, so they agree with you that they also feel tired.
Yeah, but do I see the exhaustion on the party's face, or is it just me?
Go ahead, and I realize now that you should not have been able to be rolling an advantage for some of your checks. But so for this one, go ahead, roll a perception check at disadvantage, just to make up for the other ones that were.
Yeah, 12.
They're good.
So tired.
They also seem to be. They also seem to be pretty tired.
Okay.
All right. So the shelf rock on the mountain road clings and grows narrow, and to the left, the icy cliffs. You see this sharp rise toward the dark rolling clouds, and to your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog. And ahead, through the wind and the snow, you see a high wall of black stone lined with spikes and topped by statues of demonic vultures with horned heads. Set into the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis. Let's go ahead and put the right emphasis on the right syllable. Behind which burns a curtain of green flame. And on the other side of the dark wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone topped by golden statues of mighty warriors. And Isaiah, who says, that's a decent question, Matt. Having a rest before moving out.
Yeah, it seems prudent, or does it not?
Yeah, it does seem prudent. Yeah, so go ahead and restore spell slots, restore any hit points. I think the most of it was.
Did you have a reservation about that, Dow?
What effect does the rest have on my exhaustion?
That you gain another point of exhaustion.
Yeah, so I'm not able to sleep. Is that right? I do not receive restful sleep.
Well, even your, so you just have to meditate as an elf, right?
Yep, correct.
So yes, and you are just well, let's ask a question for Dow. As far as a worst nightmare type of scenario, what is it that Dow dreams of that does keep him awake and keeps him from being able to enjoy a night's sleep?
I think at this time it is probably a giant tree ripping apart Valaki.
And the worst part about it is that you are consumed in vines similar to the ones that were at the the winery. Vine monsters that are holding you down while you're watching as those four small children that you were attempting to save from Strahd are instead picked up by this animated tree and torn in half while you are helpless to be able to do anything about it, and instead you rage and transform, and as you are transforming you feel this piercing pain as all of your bones are broken and remended and broken and remended. So while everyone else is sleeping, you can see that Dow is attempting to be in his usual trance. However, every once in a while he just he doesn't have any arm movements or anything like that. But when you all wake up from your long rest, you do notice that Dow does not look good at all now with 2 points of exhaustion. So
let me posit something. As I'm in my trance and I am recognizing that I am struggling to sleep, I would like to cast See Invisibility.
Okay. So while you are in your you have that wherewithal to be able to or even that you are in a state of paranoia too, right? Mm-hmm. And when you do so, standing over the top of you are two sisters, and they have what appear to be almost ethereal daggers of glass that they are sliding into your mind, and you can now see them jetting out of your skull as they in a silent cackle are laughing as they insert these sonic spears into your mind.
Oh wow. Yeah. So I'm so when I can see them, they keep doing it, right?
They are they sit back and are just laughing at their handiwork.
Yeah. Goodness. I will as I can see them really just for an hour, they probably laugh at me for an hour, and then when See Invisibility eventually fades, it makes no sense to cast it again and again. I just is nothing I can really do.
Go ahead and do a perception check though. And it'll just be a straight roll with because you won't have
19.
19. Okay. And then with your levels of exhaustion, with second level,
my speed is halved.
Okay. All right.
Stay within 5 feet of me, and you'll get 10 feet of that back.
Cool.
What kind of strange nonsense is that?
Can I do a perception check to see if I can tell that he's
freaking out? Yeah, go ahead. So Dow, with your 19, let's go ahead and roll a d4 for. Actually, I'll roll it real quick. Or if you got it.
I got it.
Can I get advantage because I
One.
love Dow?
No.
What if I get advantage because he already asked of how we were doing, so I now have insight into what he's been feeling since he's curious about it?
You don't have the ability to roll persuasion on the DM. You have to just actually be able to do it. And so you cannot roll at double advantage.
Listen.
Well, I
All right.
got 16 because that's the first number.
That's I know, that's fair. All right, so Dow, while you're looking at the hags, though, you do also catch something past your eye, and it is for a brief moment. You also see that this. You're first thinking that it's another werewolf, just based on the way that it's crawling, but it's like a werewolf with elongated arms and also with wings, and it sees you look at it, and as it looks at you, you see the blazing orange eyes, and you see that its face, although distorted, does still have more humanoid features than a werewolf does, and it gives you a wry smile as it slips back underneath the cloak of Freya.
Got it. And then whenever I'm not looking into the ethereal plane, hold on. I whisper you.
Okay. So, with your perception check, and though you you do see that that while this creature is coming to nuzzle back into its place in her cloak, it's far too large to actually fit under her cloak. Mm-hmm. But you watch as it like it's going to slide up underneath its cloak, but then it does not move the cloak. It instead just kind of goes and hides. You see that Courage is actually seems to be aware. You know how dogs will suddenly, or cats will look up and they seem to see something that others don't. Mm-hmm. That is the way that Courage is behaving. It's like he knows that there's something there and is trying to find it.
Nice.
There is also a strangeness about this, because you've practiced this ability before. There is something off about the way that Courage looks. It's he doesn't quite look as he doesn't look right for an animal. All right.
What?
Cool.
What's interesting is that in all this time you haven't actually tried to speak with Courage.
Me? Who are
Be
you talking
interesting to find out what happens. All right.
Now can I do something since I've noticed? Can I notice that Courage is doing this too?
No, you're asleep. Unless you don't want a long rest.
Oh,
And you would like to take a point of exhaustion.
stupid. This is stupid.
Yeah. Anyways, whenever we do wake, I'm missing the spell slot that allows me to see invisibility. But I'll communicate to the group. The hags, They are not allowing me to sleep. They are torturing me from the ethereal. I am now more exhausted than I was the day before. I know not if I have any way to combat their ethereal ambush, their torture. If I become too exhausted, I will be not useful.
Well, then we need to find a way to blow them up.
Yes.
I don't know if it will help too much, but I did recently learn a spell that lets me sense any sort of life form that's nearby me, no matter where they are in the plane, or I just can't tell if they're dead. I can't.
Can you put that in the chat?
Yeah.
Do we have a third level artificer, sorcerer, or wizard? Third level spells? No? Okay.
Nope, I have druid now.
Because what spell are you looking for?
I was gonna say blink. If somebody had blink, they could theoretically blink into the ethereal and then take the heartstone from the hags. But we don't have the ability to do that. So
Hey, you say you're a druid now, Corvus?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, ask the dog how he got back from the witches, or went with the witches. The dog's the only one that's been with the witches, like in the ethereal.
I don't think I can actually do that.
I can.
I'm not that kind of druid.
What?
More one with the land than animals.
So you can like talk to rocks and shit?
No, but I can
Hey,
blow them
Dusty.
up.
All right, cool.
All right. So,
More like
what does Bruce say to
the animal.
Courage?
I'm gonna say,
what's up, dog?
"What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
Is there anything important that we should know about how you got back from the witches? And is there anything that we can do to help Dow?"
I used a third level blink spell. I'm just-
Blink dog.
Oh yeah, I can go unseen places. Mostly when I'm scared, or if I need to, like if one of you are in danger.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. My earbuds just cut out all of that. I didn't hear. I literally thought you were joking. I was like, "Oh, he just turned off his mic." That's so funny.
No, so yeah, Courage is like, I can go into unseen places, and I went after the hags when they were threatening my friends.
Okay.
They're threatening one of your friends now. Oh, sorry.
Really wish I knew this information earlier. That is unfortunate. But hey, Dow, can you help Dow? Because they're kind of like torturing him right now.
You know what? Am I being dumb?
Is that open-ended or?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that myself.
I'm just gonna do a little research.
What does Courage
Dow
say back
tells
to
us
that?
this after the long rest, huh?
Yes, it could. They were already with you.
Oh shit.
They were inside
Okay.
the hut. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dal made
That's
this
why I kept
recommendation
asking to see
after
if
the
you-
long rest, right?
I would
Yeah.
say that now it might be a common practice for. I'm going to look around with the invisibility.
Yeah.
before I
First, I'm gonna
this
cast
hut.
the invisibility. Then I'm gonna cast the hut. Okay.
Run!
Cool.
Run!
Cool. Cool.
Run! Now!
Yeah. 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 Dang.
That's
Dang.
funny. You should just
Yes, you do. What's that?
Okay.
I just
I
snorted.
figured it out. Oh.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. They were
Hags.
they were inside your hut.
The call is coming from inside the hut.
The reason why, and this is the reason why they targeted you, and they discussed this for a while, is whether to target you or Alexander, who had delivered the final blow on their mother in chopping off her head, because they wouldn't be able to restore her. But you are the one that can actually keep them from. They're going to let the paladin watch as each of the party members slowly crumble and die in front of them, and he has nothing that he can do.
Sure.
Nah, probably not. Anyways, what does Courage say back about helping Dow?
Let's see.
I think we'll be okay. I think I'll be okay next time we rest. I'll just have to. I have to save 2 spell slots, so I can see invisibility and then make the hut where they aren't. You know.
Okay, so what you need to do right now is to go ahead and roll. Actually, go ahead and roll a d20, and this is for Courage's intelligence. A 10 or higher will give you the ability for him to understand the plan, and a 15 or higher is going to give him the ability to not only understand the plan but have advantage on the roll that he has to make in order to execute the plan. And what is the plan?
Are you talking to me?
Yep, I'm talking to Bruce.
The plan is to make the hut without the witches with us or whatever, right?
Right.
To do what?
To make the hut without the sisters with us.
Okay, that's one of the plans. I thought you were talking about the plan to have Blink go into the ethereal realm and try to snatch the Heartstone.
Oh,
think-
yeah, that plan too.
I mean, I think we can try that later.
But Courage could blink in and then distract the witches in their, and then while you guys move away to make the hut.
Yeah, but I think it's more appropriate for us to continue on and then try that hutness tonight. Considering Winter Splinter, we don't want to just waste a day.
Yeah, well, we'll say that this conversation happened during the trek, and that these are ongoing things that have happened. All right, so when we get the chance to execute that, Courage will have advantage on the roll that he has to make for distracting, or for we'll have him give a distraction roll at advantage and a attempt to snag the Heartstone at disadvantage.
Cool.
Or at a regular roll. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so you're coming up to the gatehouse portcullis. Not a portcullis. And that is what you see in front of you. And Azariah is like, perhaps we shouldn't have taken a rest. That green flame was not there the last time I was here. And so you see this glowing curtain of green flame that is on the far side of this gateway. But she says, the man is inside of that tower, there, and we should be quick. There are many predators that that will hunt along this roadway, and they would find your horse particularly tasty.
Okay. Let's go.
All right,
Cool.
so
What's your GTFO?
as you start to approach the gatehouse, the gate begins to slowly rise as you approach it, and it is a little bit scary because suddenly there's just this screaming sound that pierces the still cool air of this area, and it it sounds like a woman screaming, but you realize it's just the screech of this rusted metal on metal. Do you enter into the gateway?
Yeah.
All right. Isaiah stays outside, and because there's not really much room, there isn't actually enough room for everybody in there. So who would go first?
Probably me.
Okay, hold on a second. I just realized the reason that nobody's doing anything is because nobody can see where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Boom!
I was
How's
wondering
that?
about that.
Go ahead and give a test of your.
Where are we? Bottom right?
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
I don't think I'm on the map.
He's not.
That is.
Take my boy.
I don't think I'm on the map.
What the heck, now?
And I can't select my token.
That's because we don't like to do that. How many times have I fixed this?
At least one.
No, it does not represent a generic token. It represents.
Me.
Okay. I put myself on the map.
I see that now.
Everything is green.
Because now everything is green. Let's go ahead and adjust your vision again.
I can't move my
And
horse
there's two
here.
brews.
Hmm?
Let's pretend that one of the other bruises was Dow at the time. All right. Bruise number 2 goes away.
Nice.
Yeah, you have it
And-
listed as COS Drew, which is how I had it when I was putting the sheet together.
What is it supposed to be? Oh,
It should probably be say Corbus.
that's what I had tried to.
What is this Corbishness?
Corbus the Unshort. There we go.
Hey.
All right, see if that works for you.
Yeah, I can move. I was already able to.
Me too.
What's that?
I assume up is our direction of travel.
Up is your direction of travel. That is correct.
Okay. Where's courage? Let me see something.
So now my horse is gone.
What is going on?
Why?
My line of sight's back to being set on courage.
Oh my god.
You're like, what?
My line of sight's set for courage.
I hate
I move
this.
my token and nothing changes. I move courage and I can see different.
That's funny.
Yes. Why is your? I just need to update your default settings. Better?
Yeah, it looks a little better. I can see more now. I use big squares.
All right. Okay, so in order to, as you get to that, so that green curtain of flame, is, it's not too difficult to tell that it is hot to the touch. You can attempt to just move through it, and then we'll figure out how much damage it does, or you can try to bypass it.
Okay, is Alexander standing on it?
What's that?
Is Alexander standing on it, or is it at the tower?
It is that second gate, so
Where
it
Alexander
is right in there. Yep. So right here is where that curtain of green flame is at.
I got fire resistance.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So go ahead and roll 6d10.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
How do you do that? Okay, so you go to the little thing, right?
You take back what you said you're doing.
You can roll 5d10.
Go ahead and roll 5d10. All right, and then go ahead and roll another d10.
Fucking
Oh.
brutal.
Oh, just one d10.
There.
Okay. All right. So, 46 points of damage. 46 points of fire damage comes into contact with your skin. Now, being that you are fire resistant, what does that actually feel like?
Like a hug. I don't know.
What's that?
Kind of.
Like
I feel like it, I
Like
feel
a
like it'd be
warm
like,
hoodie?
No. I said hug, but
Oh,
I
warm
feel like
hug?
it'd be like you know when you come in from outside when it's really cold outside, and then your whole body gets like that tingling sensation of, but like it's not hurting you, but it's like
Oh, that definitely hurt.
that's a weird feeling, and then I feel like that's what it is.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, like almost the, like when you've slept on your, like the spiky
The
kind of
tingling,
feeling of
yeah,
like,
like the tingling
ooh. And you can feel that it is,
Wow.
that it could have nearly killed, or definitely, it definitely would have barbecued the horse, that's for sure. But
Yeah,
but
the crew would've been
could
involved
actually
in that one,
barbecue, even some of the players. So Freya, you communicate that to the party.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot.
So is that just from her touching it, or did she make it to the other side?
She made it through to the other side.
Is there any way to like turn it off? Can I look around?
Go ahead and do. Are you proficient in Arcana?
No.
All right, go ahead and do an Arcana check at disadvantage. Okay, so you know that green is not the natural color of flame, and that there's no source of fire for the flame. There's not like any oil or anything like that that's creating the flame.
Yeah. I'll just kind of turn to the group and say, the fatigue is taking its toll. I am not prepared for this. Meaning,
As in, prepared to walk through a giant green wall of flame.
as in I did not prepare the spell, dispel magic today.
Yeah. Okay. What about? Didn't we relay back and forth that courage can do the things he can do? That was relayed in our journey. So is that party knowledge now, or did we not relay that back and forth?
Yeah, he could. If Freya called him, he could get through that. Get through the flame.
Yeah.
But it isn't really. It's not something that he can do very often.
Sure.
Tell you what.
Is it the whole way to the top? The flame?
What's that?
Is it like from the ground to the top of the entryway? Like how high does the flame reach?
Yeah, the flame reaches completely over the gate itself.
Yeah, it's like in the picture.
And then there is a cap on top of the so you can't like climb up over the top of it. You'd have to climb up over the entire walled structure there. And it would be possible if you've got rope and things like that to attempt to climb over the top of it.
There's other ways.
Where's the werewolf?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk through.
Okay, go ahead and roll 60-10.
Ha!
Oh, you lucky bastard. Boy, would you be pissed if that was damage that you were rolling
Yeah.
for a spell. Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Dow shows the other side of what could happen. So if he takes 14 points of damage, it's like, that's not that bad.
Not so bad.
So you have to roll it. You have to roll that in order to get to the other side.
Yeah, that's
That is
don't
the amount
know
of
if I'm
damage. You have to take 60-10 points of damage in order to get through this wall of flame.
I don't know if I'm the only one that has this. I
So
think somebody
max,
else
you could
does,
take
but-
60 points of damage.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen.
Who is? Thomas?
No,
Yeah, I took 14. No big
but I'm
deal.
saying like
Sure can.
rolling could take 60 points
Good.
up to.
So you're bamfing through the.
Yes, screw that
Through the gate?
nonsense.
Yep.
Pretty sick.
I potentially dead
How do
walking through
you
that.
do 6?
Just go ahead and roll 5d10.
Do that without
See
the
how
period.
rolled Tom put it? Just minus the period.
Oh, okay, let me do that. Wait, since I already rolled, is it too late, do you think?
You should re-roll. You got more than average.
So for both Olivia and Dow,
Oh, whoops.
as you're coming through, go ahead and do a Constitution saving throw.
It's not to concentrate, is it?
No,
Okay.
it
Am I
is to
rolling
whether or
a
not you cry out as you are going through this flame.
Ooch! Ow! Owie!
Okay, so Dow, yeah, that's what you do as you're coming through. It's like ah, like it's singeing the fur that you may or may not still have on you, just to give some flair. But Bruise moves through like a hot sauce world champion, hot sauce eating world champion.
yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
But Dow, when you move through and with your passive perception, you look up at the top of that portcullis gate, and you're pretty sure that those statues moved.
Oh wow. Ow, my bones hurt a lot. Ooh, ow, my bones.
That's me when all the time.
All right, who's the last to go through? Alexander takes the other side. 45 points of damage. Shit.
How many points did I take? 39.
I think it was 26.
All right, everybody's taking that off of their...
I guess.
Yeah, I took
Right.
39 points, right?
I need to take 14.
And at this time, everybody can go ahead and roll for initiative.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, huh?
Put that shit on.
I'll figure out
2.
what I can select my token. I had the ruler on.
Can I use damage
you have-
to re-roll that damage?
To reroll your damage? Yes, go ahead and do that. That makes sense to me. I would want to. as well.
Rock. What kind of?
I rolled my initiative, but I'm not in the turn order.
Did you
And my
select your
token was
token?
selected.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I'll try it again. I got the same thing.
What is going on with your initiative?
I don't know.
Reroll it again.
Why?
Because I just want to see if it rolls a 1. Because if it rolls a 1 again, that is a statistical anomaly. Okay. That's better. Like, you rolled 2 1s in a row. That was difficult.
Yeah, how many times have we done that in the Lucky 7? All of us.
At least 7.
We've also had multiple crits in a row.
That looks like an Adventure Time episode. Oh my god. Dude,
All right.
That's me.
Freya, you don't get to go first, though, because...
Yeah, what the heck? I'm supposed to be first.
Yeah, hold on a second. Dang it.
DM, this is crazy that you're being this disrespectful
You're disrespectful.
and unjust. Just
All right,
kidding.
Bruce. You are up first. You have... there are 2 demonic-looking creatures.
Creature?
Yes. That seem out of place. But that's exactly what it says in the in the module. So that's what they are. You see just these winged harpy-like creatures that seem to be denizens of hell themselves.
Okay.
Is that what the big white circles are?
Yeah, bro.
No,
T1.
never mind.
T1, bro. Look out for that T1.
Bro, that thing's
Oh my gosh, I
scary.
didn't mean to
It's the Terminator.
grab that.
Okay, I have to think about what I want to do. I think that I will... I think that I will perhaps try to hurt them out of surprise. I will hurt the one. There's 2, right?
There is.
And is the T1 that I'm standing over, is that one of the demons, or is that an accident as well?
The what?
The T1 that I'm standing over?
Yes, that is an accident as well.
Okay, where are the demons? They're in those pillars, right?
They're on top, yes.
Okay. Is there one to the left of me? Yeah, I'll kill the one that's right below Freya. Or I'll
Okay.
try and hurt it.
All right, now that requires touch. They're still up on top of the.
No, it doesn't. Stop, I'm
It really
embarrassed.
does.
I'm
It
so
really does.
embarrassed.
So you're gonna have to. There is some height there that they are because they're up on top of the. So once if they come down to peck at you, you'd be able to.
Interesting. Okay.
So if you wanted to hold an action, you could for them to come down.
I will cast this instead.
Dissonant whispers. Nice. All right, that is a wisdom saving throw. Yes. And they do have advantage, so I'm going to roll twice. Or, nope, sorry. 14 does not make it, though. So
3d6.
go ahead and roll your damage of 3d6. And they need to immediately use the reaction to move as far away as they can. 12 points of damage. All right, you watch as this beautiful bird of prey that the DM was excited to have just destroy this party instead flutters away
Good.
like a bitch.
Good. One at a time, boys. One at a time. Okay. I end my turn by taking a step closer to the one that is closest to me.
All right. Corbus, you were up.
Not that close.
Okay.
And as your bonus action, or Breeze, as your bonus action, you would have been able to give inspiration too. Just remember that.
I know.
In that spot there, I'm going to place one. Hold on. Clap so I can put it in chat. Damn it. Hold on, it's not cooperating. Healing Spirit. Everybody, touch the spirit.
Creepy.
It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing.
All right, so create some healing ability
Mm-hmm.
for those that need it because of their walk through fire. All
So
right,
what do we do?
that was your bonus action. What do you have for an action?
I can do a cantrip if I got one that's an action. I do. I don't remember if they have any kind of humanity. So we're just gonna see what happens when where's it at? At the throw that at the one that's
That's running.
still there.
Oh,
No,
that's still
the one
there.
that's still there. No, I'm not
Got
gonna
it.
throw it at the one that's running. That'll make it come back. I don't want to do that.
Oh, it's still coming back.
Well, not this soon.
Not yet, but soon.
It's range.
With a 11, it does not. It goes wide as it's
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
lifting up its large wings, and it sails right underneath the wing.
Something's better than nothing. At least I tried. And does it look like there's anything the opposite direction, like this way?
Like this way. Um, it's fairly like most of Barovia, very fairly cloudy and windy and misty. So you do every once in a while you hear the fluttering of wings, but that could be the Voraxer.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna stay where I'm at for now then.
All right. Running away, Vrock. I believe that at the it only had to run away. Yeah, it only had to run away with its reaction, so it is going to do its best to move back, and it is going to come swooping down at Corbus for attacking its friend. It is going to multi-attack and make 2 attacks with its talons. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
All right, 13 points of slashing. Second talon. Does a 20 hit?
No.
And the beak attack. An 18.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. It seems that we might get a chance to meet another Corbus character, which would be super exciting for all of us. All right.
I can intercept
Well,
some of
I
that
know
damage.
what'll come next.
What's that?
I can intercept some of that damage.
All right. Within 5 feet of you.
Oh no, he moved. Shit. All right, never mind.
He did, yep. All right. Varrock number 2's turn. And unlike his brother, he's just going to scream down at all of you. And everybody go ahead and do a Constitution save with a DC of 14. And with that aura protection, how much bonus do they get? What's your charisma modifier?
3.
3, so plus 4. It still has both Olivia and Elise fail, so you are stunned. Unless you have something that gives you advantage on. I don't think so. But you are stunned for the next turn. So you would have to end. Alexander, so are you on this turn? So stunned is going to be where you are not able to take an action. All right. I need to go ahead and make a quick break here. It's only going to be actually a 5-minute break this time, and we will come back to a stunned Alexander and a stunned Freya, and it'll be Dow's turn up next.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my pants? Where's my pants at?
Where are my pants at? It's never a good thing.
Come on. Couldn't mute himself.
Nope.
So who's stunned?
The next two in order. Alexander and Freya.
Freya just lost a turn. I'm stunned. Oh wait, is that what you just said?
Yeah.
I'm so stupid. I think you said who's up next.
No, you're good.
You can start whenever.
Dude, he is schlomping. Look at that guy.
All right. An ear-piercing scream that goes out in the hope that that this is not something that it can do more than once a day, as it stuns nearly half the party. Actually, stuns half the party. You also watch as Asiana transforms into a wolf and runs from this battle.
Wow. Wow.
Now that might be something that you have to address as pack leader if you decide, or if you can get to that. All right.
Yeah.
What are your actions?
So how do Freya and Corbus look?
Stunned.
Fucked up.
Bloodied?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okie dokie. I will cast Spirit Guardians. So let me make my aura. There's the aura. I'll make it purple. There you go. So I cast that, and for this turn, it's gonna be 14 at the start of their turns. And then that's my action. And with my bonus action, I will... Let's see...
Oh, that's why I grabbed my phone.
I don't think I have an appropriate bonus action right now.
Do you have an inappropriate bonus action you like to do?
Yeah.
Do a little dance.
Yeah, down as orange justice. Yeah, I'll cast Spirit Guardians. I'll continue to stand right here because it keeps me next to all of them, next to the bad guys.
Dow emotes.
Yeah. And gosh, is that really all I do? Oh, shitty beef. Wait. Half my proficiency bonus rounded up is 1. Yeah, that's my turn. I use Spirit Guardians.
All right, so Spirit Guardians is in effect. We still have some damaged individuals. Bruce, you're up next.
Okay, at the beginning of my turn, will cast Unfailing Inspiration on myself. That's possible, right?
It is not possible to inspire yourself.
Why?
I don't know. Them's the rules.
Okay, then I will cast it
There's
on...
only one time that I have seen it allowed, and that was in Roll20, where they allowed what's his name to inspire himself.
The stupid
20,
idiot
or
guy.
using roll 20.
What's that? No, sorry, Critical Role. Scallion, or
Scanlan Shorthalt.
Scanlan Shorthalt inspired himself.
I will cast it on... Corbus, since he is next.
All right.
And my inspiring word...
Your
will
inspiring
be-
word?
will be use your height to your advantage. I don't know. Something about being tall. That'll inspire him.
Use your height to your advantage. All right, and then what is your action?
My action shall be to get out of everyone's way a little bit. I'm not gonna get them just like in a mental kind of way, but I want to look at this one. I don't know if that picks that up. It doesn't. The one that Dow's fighting.
Okay.
And cast Phantasmal Killer.
All right.
Wisdom saving throw. And on a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turn before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage.
All right, and then I also, because this is a use or lose type of a is to remember that you have some abilities that allow you to undercut somebody's saving throws because they have advantage on their saving throws. So, never mind. I'm just going to go ahead and fail this saving throw.
That's okay.
So, on a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of the target's turn, before the spell ends, they have to do another wisdom saving throw or take that amount of damage. So, that Varrock, which one was it?
The one to the right, the one that's with me and Dow.
The one that's still up on top. Okay. All right. So this one is frightened.
Take that 4d10.
And can I know what I tapped into? The nightmare? What their deepest nightmare is?
No, you're not.
Yeah, I create an illusory...
Oh, you tap into... yeah. So in identifying what their fears are, you see a celestial army that is coming to destroy them.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. Excellent. Corbus, the Unshort. You have been inspired by the words of the Bard. Use your height to your advantage. What do you do with this height advantage?
I am going to bonus action, move the healing spirit to me. And gain 5 hit points back. Better than nothing. I just want to double check. I'm pretty sure it is concentration. And actually, I probably should have rolled a concentration check first.
All right, go ahead and do that.
Because you smacked the shit out of me. What was the target?
What's that?
What's my target for the concentration?
Target for your concentration would have been. I mean, each of the damages were coming in, and so yeah, you beat them. You're good.
Okay. So
It's either 10 or half the damage, whichever's greater.
Okay. And I'm going to drop concentration on it. And I'm going to call some boom. Maybe. Oh, it's asking for upcasting. Yeah.
Okay, so calling lightning
Behind it.
behind it.
So that myself and Freya are out of the 5-foot radius on it.
Got it. All right. And a dexterity saving throw from the Varrock. An 18. So it takes half damage.
I do believe so. Yeah. Half on a successful.
All right, so it's a 10 feet tall, 60-foot radius. So you're doing it so that it's that just that piece of the radius is hitting it.
No, that's for the cloud is overall.
Oh, the cloud.
All of us, but the lightning strike is right behind it.
Okay, got it. And let's see, it was 24 points of damage, half to 12, minus 6. All right. So you see that lightning come down, and it seems that its time as a statue has given it the ability, and being the tallest thing up there, lightning did something, but not as much as you would have hoped.
Something better
All
than
right.
others.
Next up, we have that Varrock, and he is going to move toward Freya.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Make a wisdom saving throw first, though, because
Right.
12 does not.
14 radiant damage.
Wait, 15 because it has advantage on its magic resistance.
So 7.
7 points of damage.
Am I taking the damage?
No,
No.
you are not.
Okay, I heard.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, you're about to take this damage that I'm about to give you.
Oh, okay.
From this multi-attacking
Oh, okay.
Varrock. So first is the beak attack. A 25 hits, 5 piercing damage, and then another 25 for 17, and 13 misses. So you take 22 points of damage.
Damn.
Did you adjust your...
Yes, I did.
All right. Next up, we have the second Varrock.
Wait, do I get an attack of opportunity at all?
No, it's just on the ground, hitting into you, so it hasn't moved at all yet.
Okay.
Other than when it had to fly away to get away from the bard and bard's nonsense. All right, this Vrock is going to
Make a wisdom saving throw.
make a wisdom saving throw. Fuck.
So you got to make a save against the
17.
phantasmal killer.
7.
The
7
phantasmal.
radiant damage.
7 radiant damage. All right.
And then it needs to make a wisdom saving throw against mine too.
-7. And okay, at 20 is what it got. Now, did you want to try to cutting words it?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and put that in the chat. Unsettled words, that's what it is. Okay, so go ahead and roll your Bardic Inspiration dice, which I believe is a D8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll that D8. A 4 brings it down to a 16, and your spellcast DC is
15.
15. All right, so it barely succeeds.
But it's at least scared of me, right?
It is scared of you, which is why, out of respect, it is going to target you. All right, an 11 does not hit. A 25 does, doing 11 points of damage. And the 15 barely. So you feel like, Corbus, you feel a sense of pride as you realize that the armor that you helped in a previous life assists the bard from finding themselves on the ground. And the hulking Varrock is now on the ground, and a unstunned Alexander steps up to bat. You're muted.
Yes, indeed. First bonus action, I will cast Magic Weapon.
Okay.
And what's become ultimately rather cliche, but again, I just love the visual of Henry Cavill with the mustache, cock the fist. So it's yep. Oh, cool. I can't move my token.
Is that something that's important to you?
I mean, kinda.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure that... I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to.
Well, my character sheet just glitched out too, so. All right, there's that back. Well, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to step over to the Vrock that's over by Freya.
Okay.
Swing.
I'm going to say that you step in between Corbus and Freya, so that way you can use your interception too when you want to, with either of them.
Sure.
Okay, 27 hits. $11 points of bludgeoning.
And let's call it. I'll add a smite to that. 8 more radiant damage. And one more swing. $17.
A 17 hits.
Rad. Let's do 12. And let's make this a 2nd level smite. So it's at 3d8. Wow. Wow.
Doesn't that suck?
That's fantastic.
All right. So with those,
Hold
with
on.
the swing and the backswing and the bright flashes of radiant smite, you watch as one of the arms of the Varrock is crippled as you're hitting it. So it'll only have one of its claw attacks should hopefully be taken out by that. And it has been bloodied. All right, and that is Alexander's turn, unless he'd like to run away. No, seeing that he's not going to.
Obviously not, yeah.
Freya, you're up.
Finally, can I get a hit in? This
I
is
hope so.
kind of annoying.
Get it.
Okay. I'm gonna try and shoot it. My room. It's right in front of me, right? There's no way I can.
If you try to hit it from that close, you're going to be shooting at disadvantage, or you can try stabby stab.
Okay. I'll try stabby stab then.
Okay.
My short sword.
Wait. So
So don't count that one.
no, that's fine. So the go ahead and roll a Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What weapon are you going to use to stab with? Short sword.
Yeah.
All right. A 9 does not hit.
I know.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Can I? What?
Go ahead.
Can I use a bonus action?
2.
Attack again?
You can. Are you going to want to try to move out of sight and hide?
Yeah. So I can't use. So I have to use it as my bonus action, right?
That would be a bonus action. Now, when you move away, you're going to create an attack of opportunity from the Varrock. So it's up to you how you want to. You could avoid future attacks, whatever it is that you want to do. So.
I'm gonna try and attack again.
Go ahead. Did you Dark Maw it?
I tried to.
All right. So correct me if I'm wrong, but with a friendly within 5 feet, you are able to sneak attack. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I get sneak attack advantage.
You can sneak attack with advantage, which is what you should have been able to do before. I just love this attack, and so we're going to say that was your first attack.
I
So,
know the description is so.
all right, go ahead. Go ahead and give me the description of what this looks like.
Oh, I gotta pull it up.
Olivia, what did you just do?
I tried to click the show spell description button and it made me send like in tongues, bro.
I don't know how to get to it. I've read it before and I don't know where it is.
That's
Anyway,
all right.
basically, it's like I don't know. I just like bite people, like rip into their flesh. Basically, like that's like the whole.
Delicious.
And so, what is it that inspires her to do such a devastating attack?
I don't know, protectiveness. That's all.
Got
Also,
it.
I'm irritated because I got hit.
You did get hit quite a bit, and walked through fire untouched, and then started getting clawed. So you come in with suddenly your usually pleasantly devilish face suddenly becomes more of a raging demon. Alexander, watching her, or not Alexander, but Dow, watching her do that, you are reminded of the face that you saw under her cloak, that, or the creature that had moved under her cloak as she unleashes this attack from her biting.
Cool.
And Dow, you're up.
All right. We will re-roll the damage for Spirit Guardians. It is now 11 or 5. Let's see. I will cast Cure Wounds at 4th level on Bruise. And they get 23 health back.
All right, that brings Bruce back up over the halfway mark.
Yippee!
And that's my turn.
All right, Bruce now freshly healed. What are your actions and bonus? What is your action and bonus action?
I will do some vicious mocking. And I will do it on the one in front of me.
All right, with an 18, it succeeds against your vicious mocking.
Cool. Then I will shrug that off like this. And then I will turn around and I will scream at Freya. Because cantrips count as like bonus actions, right?
This is a bonus action, yes.
Okay.
And the only way that you can cast two spells in the same turn is if one of the spells was a cantrip.
That's what I thought. Okay. I will scream at Freya to feel better. Feel better, stupid! That's what I'll say.
Okay, go ahead and roll your healing on that. So,
What is it? It's like a...
well, if you look at your kind of your in the center of your sheet there, it should have the ability for you to just press on it.
It's in the attack section.
Oh, I think I get what you're saying right now. Yeah, I see it. Boom. Wait. Did it work? Why isn't it working? Oh, I see.
Is it asking if you want to upcast it?
Yeah.
Got it. All right, so Freya, with the words of "Get better, stupid," you feel a warmth that is not like the fire that envelops you, and you feel somewhat refreshed.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is nice.
All right, Corbus, you're up.
Another lightning strike behind it. Call lightning. Call lightning. Call lightning. Yeah. Isn't it? Well,
All right.
that sucks.
That is not what you were looking for.
Nope.
But let's see if it does the damage we want it to.
Nope.
It does not, as it gets advantage on saving throws. So
Two
it does still
ones and
take.
a 4 on the damage roll.
It still does take the 3. Bringing it down to single digits. So you haven't done nothing. All right. And what? Do you have any bonus actions you were going to take?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know if that actually counts as a spell, but I don't think it particularly matters. Let me make sure this isn't a. Yep, bonus action on my quarterstaff.
And because it's a cantrip, yes, you can. All right. So
I had to make sure it was a bonus action to cast it.
yeah,
But I don't know.
that's the only cantrip
Tom
I've
made
ever-
better to rule better is because I'm not actually recasting Call Lightning. The storm is ongoing. I'm just calling down calling down more lightning.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know if
You're
it
right.
actually counts as a spell anyway, but that's a cantrip and it's a bonus action. So
Yep. Yeah, because you're just maintaining the concentration and
Yeah.
redoing it as an action.
Mhm.
Makes sense. All right. Anything else that you wanted to do?
no, because that would mean I'd have to move.
You can do that.
I'm definitely not doing that.
All right. The
I'm gonna
Vrock,
live my
who is
ass quick.
on his last few points, is going to do a wisdom saving throw to see if it is smart or not. It is not. So it is going to, in its wisdom, attempt to move away to seek safety because it is wounded and wants to get away. But let's go ahead and see how quickly it is dispatched with. I was hoping that it would just make a last-ditch effort against the party.
Does it even get to do that because of Tom's Spirit Guardians?
Oh yeah.
Considering it has 7 points of damage,
Well,
it
it's
looks like it
it's
wants
11
to.
or 5.
Oh, it's 11 or 5. Oh, shit. I thought it was 7. Okay. All right, let's find out. Well, it already did a wisdom saving throw. But no,
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and do the. Yeah, in that check, it looks like it wants to take off, and the radiant bees of Tom's Spirit Guardians
Not the bees!
God, that movie.
erase it from this realm. And the other Vrock watching this happen. Oh, shoot.
Says,
Push-
"Oh shoot!"
Yeah, no.
Oh, shoot.
Put,
Wow.
Oh, shoot. Wow.
it was, when does that frighten come off of it?
I don't know.
At the end of the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. On a successful. Oh, it ended once it had its successful save, so it's good. All right. I just saw that icon there. All right, so it is pissed about its brother and is going to go ahead and move in on.
Well, make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm going to do that and pass.
5 damage.
I'm going to take my 5 damage.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you how much I love that fucking spell.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And then we're going to go ahead and have everybody within a 15-foot radius go ahead and do a
Injected with a poison.
Constitution check.
Saving throw. Twanky.
And that is going to be, looks like,
Is it 20?
everybody but Corbus. A 20 is good. A 7 is not.
No,
But
but you
with
said I got advantage, remember?
I didn't say that you got advantage
Yeah,
on
you
anything.
did. Roll the tape back. Roll the tape back. At least heard it. At least heard it.
Nobody heard it because it did not happen. But you do get an additional. What was it? 5 points? No, 4 points, which isn't enough to get there.
Whatever. Whatever.
16
I do
makes
what I
it.
want.
I do what I want.
Respect my authority.
Respect my authority. Oh, whatever. You ain't tough, ho. I run with gangs.
Whereas, at least you're going to do a wisdom or a Constitution saving throw, or are you just going to sit there and laugh at
I was distracted.
slide past? That's what you're trying to do. Let's go, Corbus. Wait, no,
You said I
Corbus doesn't
didn't
have
have
to.
to.
Yep, you're good. All right, so only the bard is poisoned.
Dude, what is wrong with me today?
I don't know.
Respect my authority, bruh. What is wrong with these people?
Okay, and that does not have a action or bonus action associated with it, but we do have the D4 of D10 of damage. Excuse me. All right, 6 points of damage to the bard, and poisoned. All right, and the Vrock is going to go ahead and come in with 2 talent attacks. One at the bard and misses, and one at Dow. 24 hits with 11 points of slashing damage.
Oof. All right.
All right. Alexander, you are up.
Excelente.
A 14 does not hit.
Is it still magic weapon?
It is still a magic weapon.
Yeah, that figured it in.
Okay, I didn't know if it was figuring out or not. Sure. Oh, okay, yeah. They're blending together. That one's tiny in there.
18 hits, yeah.
An 18 does hit.
That's better.
17 points of bludgeoning. And 9 radiant.
And then
That's pretty fucking cool.
nice.
16 points of
Plus
healing.
7.
Plus 7. There goes my dream of a TPK.
As a bonus action, distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, which can include you. The total number of temporary hit points equals 2d8 plus your level in this class.
Okay, so 20. So you said 23.
16 is what it. Yeah. So yeah, 23 total. Yep.
23 total. All right, go ahead and add those. I've got Bruise that I'm adding to. I've got Alexander that I'm adding to.
No, those they're temporary. They're not. They're not.
Oh, temporary hit points. Sorry. that's better. All right. Anything else? So that was your 2 attacks plus your
Bonus action.
inspiring fucking smite. Outstanding.
Yep,
So how
that's
does
it.
that look different than your usual smite?
Well, so like right before, like I know it's coming with the attack, so the maul comes up, and it's kind of a big like that big anime prismatic swirl, and then the smack, and then the recoil from that prismatic swirl just kind of goes out to everybody.
Nice.
All anime style.
All anime style, all the time. All right.
And then I turn around with a big anime eye smile and go,
All right, and Freya, you are up.
What are we doing?
That's a good question. I'm not going to help you.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it.
That's a good idea.
Okay, where's it at?
It's this
Is
big
it the same dude?
hulking thing over here.
Okay. Am I next to anybody?
Not right now.
Corvus the Unshort? Okay, I'm gonna use my bow. Right? Yeah.
All right, 22 hits, and you'd be able to use your sneak attack damage.
I would be able to?
Yeah, because you have allies within 5 feet of the enemy that you're attacking.
How do I add that?
By clicking on it.
Let's go with that one. Let's go with that one. Let's go with that one.
You want to go with mine instead? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So. All right. Anything else?
Can I hide?
You could. You would need to go back through the fire in order to do so, though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you have to get out of line of sight.
What if I hide behind a dead body?
Okay, I will allow it.
Okay, cool.
You go around and hide behind the dead body, and you are currently stealthed.
Nice.
All right. Dow, you are up.
Cool. I'm gonna hit it with my hammer. Or not.
It does not.
Goodness.
It
All right. Well, I'll re-roll
swipes
Spirit
through.
Guardians. So now it's 18 or 9,
Okay,
and that's my turn.
that is your turn. All right, Bruce, you are up.
Okay. I will quickly cast Bardic Inspiration. Now I'm down to 2. And
Bardic
then,
Inspiration isn't a spell, so you don't really cast it.
but listen, I got this thing I'm doing. Ready? Okay, so I'm gonna, as I'm drawing my short but wait, my dagger.
Yes.
I got this down. As I'm drawing my dagger, I'm gonna turn, and I'm going to say to Alexander,
Yes.
since he is next, and I already have Corvus, I will say, oh, this is a fight we'll surely win, and then I'll hit him.
All right.
And then I will 6. Woohoo! How cool was that?
6 points of damage. It was incredibly cool.
Thanks, guys. Not as cool as when he did it, but you know, Bruce is always he's got parent issues, man.
Thank you for remembering that you have parents and that they were killed.
Yeah, but
All right. Corvus, you are up.
How is it looking?
It is looking like if she would have stabbed it twice with that dagger, that it might have been bloodied.
It might have been bloody. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and even though it's not gonna do much, scroll down. Make your save.
What have you done? Called lightning again.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it.
14 does not make it.
So 7.
No. Yes, it is 7 because it still has
It has. It's you said it
resistance.
has a resistance to the lightning stuff.
To lightning. Yep. All right. Anything else?
Since I went in on the temp hit point game, I am going to scroll back up. Scroll down.
All right. This is the first time that the characters are seeing this. So what do they see if they peek their attention away from the giant demon creature they're trying to fight?
There's a reason Corvus now has wolf-like features. He's not human. And the wolf-like features become even more pronounced, but they're not like a full-blown hybrid werewolf.
So Corvus is back there snarling, and excellent. All right, the Vrock is dead. You do hear the sound of what sounds like a eagle in the distance.
Eagle!
Eagle!
Right, from Scrubs.
And the Vrock is going to go ahead and target Dow.
Goodness.
And 10. Miss.
Oh, 20.
And a...
Dude. So I'm out. I'm dying.
So as it comes in with its slashing attack, it
Wait,
tries
did
to
it
hit him
take,
again.
Did it take the Spirit Guardian's damage?
Oh, it has not taken the Spirit's Guardian's damage yet, though, so we should make sure.
It's 18 or 9. Eagle! Alright, it takes 9 damage. Does it die?
It does not die.
Alright, I'm out.
All right, so the so as Alexander,
I can intercept some of that.
Oh, thank God. Do the second one. How much do you intercept? I need you to intercept 4 points of damage.
Well, then that happens.
Oh yeah, you automatically do that.
3.
Yeah, do 1d10 plus 3. Do it. Nice. 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice. So I have 9 health.
So as the beak comes diving in, and it looks like it's going to go right in the visor of your helmet, a maul swings out and knocks it off, and it hits the side of your helmet, almost still knocking you out. It feels like you would have been dead for sure, because it would not have stopped attacking. All right, Alexander, you are up. After a timely interception.
All right, here we go. 25.
25 hits.
15.
Well, that's shitty.
Is it dead?
It's not.
How about now?
Not yet.
24.
It hits.
15. Is it dead?
It is dead.
Sick.
Nice.
And so the entire time, although it's been on the ground, it has still been flapping its wings, sending showers of snow and disturbing the sound of the flames in the background. And now, as it becomes quiet, though, you can still hear the sound of flapping wings.
You ever
As-
smack a wasp with a fly swatter and it just keeps twitching?
Yeah,
Just stop moving.
and that is Dow when you are looking about and you realize that the sound of the wings is not coming from this dead infernal creature, but from the rock that is coming from the north. And you hear a voice inside the tower that's like, "Get the fucking tower!"
Run!
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Nice.
Solid.
Nice.
He said, "Get the what?"
Get the
Get the fuck in the tower.
Oh,
So this large bird that just appeared to the north, just to give you an idea, it looks about twice as big as those, at least twice as big as those creatures that just attacked you.
Yeah. Woo, doggy.
Ooh, doggy. All right,
Awesome.
we'll go ahead and end the broadcast, and